Look at this guy. He is totally all spun up about me. Hey, look out, Mud. I'm gonna get in the truck. Right now, me and Judah are headed to the Pleasant Hill area, and we are going to pick up some hatching eggs for quail. Something that me and Jesse have talked about for a long time, about possibly adding that to our homestead, and we just decided that now's the time. It's going into the fall. We don't want to do a lot of chicks going into the fall, but we're going to try quail going into the fall and hope that we get some eggs before it gets too dark, and then we'll have them for hatching and eggs next year. And then also, just as a change of pace, I like quail. I've had wild quail quite a bit. What do you got?
Quail eggs.
Quail eggs. We're gonna hatch them, aren't we?
Good again, Jep.
That was a big one. It's lighter too. Some of them are lighter than the other ones. So now we have the incubator set up. Our incubator is heating up. We're gonna set the set point at 99.9 degrees. Let it fluctuate in there with about 50% humidity is what I was recommended. So, and these are the quail eggs in the quail rails. And I didn't really put them in there any kind of particular way. I just kind of uniformly filled the rails, and then I kind of ununiformly filled in from there. So that's what the quail eggs look like. We got 60 eggs. We're hoping we get at least a 50%. We'd be happy with a 30 to 50% hatch rate on these eggs. And where I got them was a company called Kansas City Quail Farm. And actually, it's really funny. They are located just about 2 miles up the road from where I grew up. They just recently relocated there, and that's where their farm is. And I had a good conversation with them today. So if you're looking for hatching eggs for quails, definitely. And any sportsmen that watch this channel that are into game birds, they do deal in raised live chicks or raised live quail for that. So definitely go check them out. I will link that in the description below. All right, guys, so you saw me get the quail eggs, you saw me put them in the incubator. So let's talk about some of the reasons why and the backstory behind that. So when we got to ArrowRidge, we listed out all the animals that we really wanted to do. Quail was on that list, and it got scratched, mainly because I felt comfortable going into chickens. I had a lot of experience in chickens. Now that we have chickens and we've learned on chickens, we feel like we can keep chickens alive. We've decided we want to go to rabbits. Well, that's all new to us. So quail is just one of those things where we want to try it out. We figure now's the time. It's kind of the slow season. We've got bigger plans for the spring, but right now things are starting to slow down. We've got some time. We've got turkey that'll be finishing up this fall. But other than that, besides the meat rabbits, that's really all we have. And we're only probably getting a breeding pair for the meat rabbits. So we probably will only breed those once this fall and probably only do one set of rabbits in the beginning. But quail was something that matures quickly and you get a return on your investment fairly quickly, unless you just have massive loss. I've always heard quail are hard to raise, so I'm from Missouri. You got to show me, so that's what we're going to do. Honestly, Jesse came up with this idea. I said no in the beginning, and now I just think it's time to try. So obviously quail, one of the reasons we're going with quail is in 8 weeks, basically from in the shell to 8 weeks old, you're going to get eggs. At 9 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks, you also can get some meat. Now we'd have to have a lot of quail to feed our family, but for a meal here and there, it wouldn't be a bad thing. So that's some of the backstory on why quail. Now I want to talk about what kind of quail we chose. We chose the Coturnix Pharaoh Coturnix quail. They're a little bit more domesticated on everything I've read and people I've talked to. They come highly recommended from the people that I know that raise quail, as far as being a great egg, dual purpose kind of bird, meat and egg. So they're ready. They're ready. They're basically matured at 8 to 9 weeks. So you're getting eggs and meat then. So that's some of the backstory and some of the reasons why we're going with that. Right, August the 17th, they went into the incubator. That means 14 days. Memorial Day, we might start seeing quail. So, and then it's just a short 8 weeks till we'll see eggs. So basically, by the end of, maybe by the end of October, we might start seeing quail eggs. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. We're out.